Hello, Travis here, and welcome back to another episode of Factorio Space Age. In the last episode, uh, about 10-11 episodes of work culminated in what we have right here. Fully automated, in theory, at least in theory, fully automated, red, green, military, and blue science. Now, of course, it's not quite a thing because I finished, and of course I put the but in this episode, we're going to be actually using this science instead of just saying, "Hey, we made science." Uh, where's my roll credit screen? I'm gonna take about 25 labs. And take a few productivity modules. And before we do that, we're going to be do some territorial defense. Probably these few nests. Same time, we're going to be expanding our radar coverage just so so this is probably going to be a pretty short episode. It's good because I've had a string of episodes where I have 50 minutes of just me either running around in circles doing quite literally nothing. Get to it. This first marker over here isn't actually a thing. I sniped the nest, but left the worms. They're pretty easy to dodge. Oh. God damn it. Thank you. Let me grab some fish. Yeah, that's kind of a best way to describe how I died the first time. Off camera. I grab some fish. Just so we don't I will be taking care of that nest off just off my screen, but the thing about fish is that it's independent of my weapon wheel of sorts, so I can just have pulled fish and heal spam, though I think all these are big worms, so this is probably like the most problematic part of the big biters, of the when big biters start spawning. They kind of become a nuisance. Let's move on to our next hostile negotiation. As you can see, big biters, they're not. Fortunate, it seemed to be a older expansion, so no medium worms to be found there. That was pretty easy. Now, when I say we want to try and use our this is another old expansion too. And when they aggro onto me, they kind of ignore the gun turrets, which is why so they're like using the. Yeah, we need to get our damage upgrades up because big spitters aren't near anything. They're kind of a glass. They're kind of like glass cannons. But it's the big biters that kind of they scare me. much for now. Of course, they'll try to expand back, and they'll do it fairly quickly. They get far more aggressive the more you they evolve. Looks like all the sciences are. Let me talk about how I want to distribute the sciences, because it's fair. There's several ways you can do it. Is that an expansion that I see? Aha. And there's one spitter. Oh. Stronger explosives is gonna be another thing, because big worms, and there is behemoth. There is one evolution, is that the behemoth. Yeah, the biters are not that sneaky. There is one more nest that I kind of want to. But for the most part, I'm satisfied. So we can do a belt basing, but the thing is, as you might notice in the tag, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sciences. 11 of them are mostly relevant because Prometheum is Space Age's endgame science. But as the distributing a science ends up becoming a bit of a chore. I do have ideas about it, but there's a lot of some people. There's purely belt-based solutions. Much Cavernous Sky. In one of her Mega Bases series, I don't know which one. She uses a sushi car, where she kind of puts cars on belts, because cars are affected by belts, and basically loads them into cars, and then unloads them from the trunk. Because technically you can't. There's mods that allow you to automate that kind of stuff, but vanilla doesn't have a lot of control for the car automation. So let's now that we have let's get some science going. And once we get science going, the base will really start to light up. A nice thing about labs though is that they don't they don't produce pollution, to my knowledge, which is quite nice if I say so myself. So let's get our continue to be on the outside. We're going to create a lab pattern over here, and we're going to. We can always increase our lab capacity in the future. For the time being, we're going to for myself for science thing in vanilla is using bots and once we have that, I will show you that. But we're going to and I forgot fortunately I had enough resources to craft myself yet another car. yeah, once we get logistics bots and a proper bot network going, we'll be able to sort out because in addition to doing your work, your building work for you, they also can restock your inventory. Which certainly would have helped if I budgeted Bing, but I was kind of done for. If I wanted to, I was basically done with the idea of handcrafting blue science. This is much more sustainable. But now that we have a let's put signs on the belts. So that we have all our science packs. Now, how do we get all our... First of all, we're going to do this. And now that we have our labs, we're going to be passing them both laterally and vertically. In a manner like this. However, we can't just simply do that because then the server will start, everything will just graduate towards here. Although I'll first tinker with the idea of you know what? You saw nothing. Let me try this out. I don't use substations nearly enough. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't use substations. Alright. Now that actually works pretty good. And like that, we now have science. What are we going to research first? We're gonna do worker robot speed because of that. Lab research speed which gives us bonus productivity. We're gonna queue this, which will allow us to get I'm able to start looking down the uranium tree. We definitely want these. We also want to do laser turrets. We also want to throw in productivity. Because that will allow us to. No, it's not going to be a lot. Now that we now have automated science. It is so nice to be able to hear that bum 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 without having to hand feed assemblers. Now I could filter this inserters so they're only bringing military and blue up and green and red then, but in the long term of scheme, we can give. Yeah, I just love the looking at the map view and just seeing the circuit. Circuit like radar view. And with 25 labs, we can almost certainly get more. But 25 is an aesthetically pleasing number, so Alright, after laser turrets, we're gonna be laser turret damage. Like that. I'm going to call it here. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like. Leave a like. If you have any questions or concerns, leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more Factorio Space Age, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.